So the second that the ultrasound tech put the camera or the wand, whatever, on the baby's profile, I looked at his lips and I was like, those are. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have my second trimester recap. It is crazy because I am 27 weeks, so I'm entering my third trimester in a few days at the end of this week, which is just like mind-blowing and insane. So I love doing these videos just to recap with you guys my weight gain, my symptoms, my cravings, and any like big ultrasounds or big events, which I had my anatomy scan. And I think we know who baby looks like, which is insane. I know you guys are probably like, how do you know that? Like through a 2D ultrasound, but I'm telling you guys, I have photos to prove it and I will show you guys in the video and we'll talk about it. I'm not giving no spoilers. You guys are gonna have to watch the videos to see who baby looks like so far. And I'm actually gonna be doing a 3D ultrasound in a few weeks. So that's gonna be so much fun. I just can't wait to see him because in Canada, I don't know how it is in the US, but in Canada, like we don't have any other ultrasounds after the 20-week one. So I haven't seen baby since 20 weeks and I'm not gonna see him unless I go to like a private place. So we are going to private ultrasound. It also gives my husband the opportunity to come with because unfortunately he hasn't been able to come to any of my ultrasounds. He was able to come to 2 appointments where he could hear the heartbeat on the Doppler, but that was it. He hasn't been to any ultrasound. Yeah, it's just gonna be really special for us to both be able to experience an ultrasound together, and let alone like 3D. I'm so excited to see like his features and how much he's grown and everything. So that will be in the third trimester recap. But before we get into my second trimester recap, I wanna give a huge shout out to Louisa. I'm actually wearing their necklace right now and it is their mama necklace. When I saw this on their website, so I've loved Louisa for literally the longest time now, like almost 95% of my jewelry is from them. I love their pieces because they're so dainty and simple, so they're totally up my alley. They're so high quality, you guys. They're not gonna tarnish. So I'm gonna actually show you guys the other pieces that I got from them. They have a variety of pieces from rings to earrings to necklace, just like so many different items. No matter what your style is, you guys are gonna find something that you love. They've been my go-to because honestly, I know that I can find pieces that I love, but that are still quite affordable, but just so reasonably priced for the quality that you're getting, honestly. So actually they're having a site-wide Valentine's Day sale. So that's really exciting. I'm gonna leave the full like sale details on the screen, and I'm also gonna leave my link down below. If you guys wanna get that sale, then make sure you check that out. So huge thank you to Louisa for sponsoring today's video. So let's go ahead and start off with weight, since that's what I did last time. Again, if you wanna see how much weight I gained in my first trimester, then definitely check that video out. So I am currently sitting at a 20-pound weight gain. It's like 19, 20, some days 21. It's really weird because like some weeks I'll go up 3 pounds, then I'll go down like, so I'm just around like a 20-pound weight gain, which I'm pretty shocked by, to be honest with you guys. I was expecting to be at like 12 to 15 pounds right now at this stage, but I'm a little bit more than I expected, and I'm honestly eating the same. Like I gained half a pound in up until 11 weeks, and then a little bit more in the rest of my first trimester. Like I didn't really gain a lot, and I'm eating the same that I did in my first trimester, and I'm actually working out more now because I'm not nauseous. I'm working out like 4 to 5 days a week, doing daily 20-minute walks on my treadmill. So I'm actually working out more, eating the same, and gaining more rapidly in my second trimester. So it's crazy. I'm just letting my body do what it's gotta do. As long as I know like what's in my control, as long as I'm doing the best that I can in terms of not overeating, not overindulging, and just having like a balanced, healthy relationship with food throughout my pregnancy and a good like exercise activity level, that's all I can control. And if I'm gaining a little more weight than I expected outside of that, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So pretty much what my little like routine has been, just to give you guys a quick update. I do talk more about this topic in my what I eat in a days, but pretty much just what I've been doing is, like I said, not overindulging and not overeating. I get cravings like crazy. Like I wake up this morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I wanted a slice of cake. I didn't know what cake I wanted, but I just wanted a slice of cake. Did I get a slice of cake? No. Does it suck? Yeah, but I'll get over it. Like, I don't really care, you know what I mean? Like, I don't indulge in every single craving, because if I do, then I know I'm gonna consume a lot of calories every single day and then, you know, gain like 50, 60 pounds. I also wanna say, please don't compare, you guys. Everybody is different. You have some women that gain 15 pounds in their entire pregnancy, some women that gain 60, 70 pounds their entire pregnancy. So no, you know, comparing, and everyone is different, and just do what works best for you. I just know for me, like I have worked years, like literally years of my life to repair my relationship with food. And I finally, about 1.5 years ago, like got to a really good place with food, and I've been in such a good place since then. So I don't want to go and use pregnancy as like a way to drop off and like as an excuse. I just want to keep up a healthy relationship, which is what I've been doing, just balanced eating. Like I said, I don't indulge in every craving that I get. Usually once or twice a week if I'll indulge in a craving, and that's like about it, just to not overdo it. And then yeah, just making sure that I stay pretty active, but obviously I have my tired days, so just listening to my body at the same time. I am still walking and doing like weightlifting and resistance bands. So I feel pretty good, even though it's a little bit more weight than I expected. I have weeks where it slows down and weeks where it's like speeds up, even though I can keep the same eating and the same working out. So I feel like my body's just gonna do what my body's gotta do. And as long as baby's growing and baby's healthy, and like I said, as long as I know that I'm doing what's in my control to have a good, healthy relationship with food throughout my pregnancy and just be on a good track, then the rest is out of my control. And I have made peace with it. I'm good with this. So yeah, I was hoping to only gain 25 pounds max my entire pregnancy, just because I started my pregnancy a little bit overweight already, like my BMI. So the recommended weight gain is 25 pounds max. So I'm pushing it, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see if weight gain slows down in the 3rd trimester. I don't think so, but we'll see, you know, we'll see what I end up with. Okay, so let's go through my symptoms. Just off the top of my head, like just a recap, honestly, can I just say hallelujah, best trimester ever? Like I have been feeling amazing. I, for the most part, just feel like myself. Like I just feel like Amy, but pregnant. Okay, so we're probably gonna lose this like light that I'm using in a little while because I have 3 batteries and I forgot to charge them all, and I'm literally squeezing the last bit of juice out of this last battery. So it is what it is. So yeah, overall I have been feeling really great, but there have been a few things. So I am gonna go through each kind of week with you guys and update you on my symptoms, and then we'll talk cravings and anatomy scan. And everything like that. So hunger has been huge. Like literally, I remember 14, 15 weeks, I was like a mad woman, and my doctor was like, so how are you feeling? What are your symptoms? And I was like, just hungry. Like I'm hungry like a beast. That was like my only symptom that I was like, just so like intense. Yeah, just hungry all the time. So I was really big on trying to like eat things that would keep me full, just to like make sure I stay within my calorie range. Not that I count calories religiously, but I do keep track of my portions. Like I know what my portion sizes look like. So just to keep in line, like I would eat things like a protein shake if I was really hungry, or obviously if I was hungry, I would eat a meal. But I'm just saying, like I would literally eat a meal, and then after my meal, I'd be like, where's the other, like give me another meal. Like I want another meal, like legit. So then I would eat like a protein shake or some fruit and just try to really eat things that would keep me full. And I wrote, belly is getting round and showing from the front at 14 weeks. So I actually officially popped at 19 weeks. So like in the beginning of my 2nd trimester, like 14, 15, 16 weeks, I was still having like a lot of insomnia where I would wake up in the middle of the night. Luckily though, these last few weeks, like I wanna say around 17 weeks, I started having like amazing sleep again. So luckily I've been having really good sleep. I've actually been sleeping for like 9, 10 hours. So your girl's doing good over here in the sleep department. Oh my God, yeah, baby's first kick. Let's talk about that. Okay, so at 15.5 weeks is when I started feeling little tiny taps, like little tiny little taps. And I was like, what is that? Is that baby moving? Like, oh my God. And then I would feel like a fish flopping almost, like just flopping around in there. And so I felt that from about 15.5 to 17 weeks. And then at 17.5 weeks, I was laying down on the couch at night, and all of a sudden I just felt a thump. That's like how I could describe it. That's even how I wrote it down. I just felt like a thump in my belly, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. To be honest with you, I didn't even think anything of it. And then someone wrote a comment on my video and was like, yeah, I can't wait for you to feel baby's first kick. When I felt it, it felt like a thump. And I was like, a thump? Oh my God, I think that's what it was. So thank you for your comment, because you made me realize that was baby's first kick. Was at like 17.5 weeks. I felt this strong, like just like thump in my belly, and it was under my belly button. And it just was absolutely insane. So that was at 17.5 weeks, but let's like rewind a little bit to 16 weeks. I had my gender reveal party. I loved my gender reveal party. You guys saw my gender reveal video. It's funny because I'm not a party person, but I really wanted a gender reveal. I don't even want a baby shower. Like I'm not a party person, but I really wanted a gender reveal. So it's made me realize how much I love gender reveals. But I really just had such a good time, and like it was such a special moment. Like I will never forget that moment, and the feeling that me and my husband felt the next morning waking up. Like we woke up just like in euphoria still, like it felt like we were in a dream still. Like it was just such a special day, and that's when we found out we're expecting a baby boy. And I also wrote here tiny bit of pink spotting right after intercourse, so that is very normal. I was 16 weeks, and again, it was just a very tiny amount of like light pink spotting. It was like a tiny little dot, I remember it, and that was it, and it went away. So that's super normal. If you guys get that, it is normal. I know a lot of people don't really talk about those things, but it's important for me to talk about them because pregnancy is not all rainbows and butterflies. There are real scary things that can happen, and like real moments that like make you overthink and make you get anxious and make you worry. So I wrote here a little nausea the past few days. I remember that my nausea was like lingering. Like it was very mild, but it would like linger in the beginning of my first trimester a little bit, but it was super mild that honestly it wasn't anything that I really could complain about. Okay, 18 weeks is when my aversions started going away. So I was like, hallelujah, I can finally start like cooking and like eating my regular dinners again. I started feeling a lot better in the aversions department at 18 weeks. Also, my sense of scent kind of just wasn't as heightened because it was super heightened before. Okay, so this is when I had my anatomy scan at 19 weeks, and oh my God, you guys, it was the best day of my life. I feel like every ultrasound gets better. I know the 3D one is gonna be insane. Like it was amazing. So we saw, I'm gonna see if I include clips, we'll see. It's crazy, I saw him on the ultrasound literally drinking the amniotic fluid. He was full on drinking, and you could get a side view of him going like this, full on drinking. It was absolutely crazy to see. So everything came back normal, thankfully, with our anatomy scan. Although I was so excited to go, I was also really nervous because so many things can like go wrong, you know what I mean? And you're just hoping that baby's healthy. Even though everything was good in the first trimester, you know, that 20-week anatomy scan is like, you want to like, you know, that's a big scan. So I was really nervous, but everything came back perfect. He was actually measuring ahead 4 days. Yeah, measuring ahead 4 days. In the 12-week ultrasound, he was measuring ahead 5 days, but the anatomy scan was measuring ahead 4 days. And he was in the 69th percentile, which I feel like is pretty good. It's not like a super big baby, but it's not super small. So I'm hoping he doesn't get super, super, super big, because, you know, yeah. So the second that the ultrasound tech put the camera or the wand, whatever, on the baby's profile, I looked at his lips and I was like, those are my husband's lips. Like literally to a T. Like it's insane. And you're probably wondering, how do you know that? It's pretty obvious. I will post a photo because they are, like for me, I have a decently big bottom lip, but I have a small top lip. I mean, I have lip liner right now and I've overlined, but I have a small top lip. Baby's top lip is almost the same size as the bottom lip, so just nice and plump and big. And my husband has the same lips where like the top is almost even with the bottom, and he literally has those exact lips. And he has super long legs, like super, super long legs. But when I was looking, so we actually got a front view of baby, which is funny because if any of you guys have like, you know, been pregnant and had ultrasounds, the babies always look funny when you get a front view in 2D because it's just the outline of their skull, right? So you just have like literally eye sockets. Like it can look kind of scary, but I always think they're cute. But that we got a good front view. And when I saw the front views, when I got home and I was looking at the photos, it didn't really click when I was like there. But then when I got home and I was looking at the photos and I saw the front view, I was like, oh my God, the baby has my exact jawline. Literally my exact jawline. Like he has my exact face shape and jawline. And you're probably wondering, seriously, Amy, how do you know that? I'm gonna post a photo right now. Tell me that's not my jawline. Tell me right now it's not my jawline, and I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. Like that's literally my jawline, and I knew it when I saw it because I have a very distinct jawline. It really kind of goes in like this. Like it's just, that's my jawline. And I was like, oh my God, it just made me so happy because I was like, okay, you got daddy's lips, but mommy needs something. So he has my jawline, and I'm so excited. And my sister keeps saying that she has like dreams that that baby looks like me. So we'll see, but I'm excited to go for the 3D ultrasound. But yeah, I had the best anatomy scan ever. It was amazing. And that's when I feel like my belly like officially popped, because I did see my sister that week and she was like, yeah, your belly, like you've popped. Like it's rounded out and it's popped out, but it still was low. Like I still feel like I'm still low. And yeah, honestly, that's when I started feeling like just really, really good. Like didn't really have very many symptoms for the next few weeks, except for some acid reflux. Like I get acid reflux at the end of the night. For some reason it kicks in at night, like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And then I remember I wrote down here, extreme hunger has calmed down. So I remember my extreme hunger went away from 20 weeks to 22 weeks. And then it came back after 22 weeks and I'm still super hungry. But I'm not as like extreme right now. So it kind of just like went back and forth. Lots of nosebleeds I wrote here, shortness of breath. Yes, my shortness of breath started kicking in around 20 weeks to the point where literally I have my moments. Like I have moments when I'm fine. Like right now I'm fine. But then I'll have moments when I'm sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing and I literally am struggling to breathe. Like I'm literally sitting on the couch going like struggling to breathe. And then 20 weeks is when I could start feeling the baby kick from the outside. If I put my hand on my stomach, then I could feel the baby kick. And I actually caught a video of it twice. So I will post it right now for you guys. And then this is when I was starting to get like, so I wrote it down here, sore legs just from standing for a few hours. So if I was doing something and I was just standing for a few hours, my legs would be so sore as if I just, you know when you'd like go to the gym for the first time in like 2 weeks and your legs are so sore the next day? That's how I would feel just from standing for a few hours. Or even just from cooking for an hour and a half. Like if I was standing on my feet for more than an hour and a half or so, I would start getting really sore legs, and it still happens to this day. So I do have to kind of like take more breaks than I'm like quite used to. And then something that I started getting around like 22 weeks was what I think is pelvic girdle pain. Basically I would get this really heavy, sore, aching feeling whenever I would turn over in bed or turn over on the couch. And it would just be like heavy on my lower abdomen and kind of like the pelvic region. And when I Googled it, it came up pelvic girdle pain, basically just from my uterus getting heavy and putting pressure. But it kind of went away and hasn't been really that bad. I still get it a tiny bit, but what I do now is I roll over in bed. So I'm currently on the status where I'm now rolling instead of like lifting and turning, because the lifting, I think it's just like a lot, like my uterus is getting heavy. So now I'm just like rolling over in bed and that feels better. This is when like the hormones really started kicking in and I started having days when I would feel really emotional and anxious. I would cry for no reason. And like any sort of little thing would really set me off and make me just like super emotional and anxious. So I have had days like that and I still do have days like that. Okay, and then 25 weeks, I wrote dark line in the center of my belly starting to show. At 25 weeks, I started getting the dark line that goes down the center of your belly, which is funny. Okay, 26 weeks, I wrote shooting pain in right butt and leg when walking and bending, sciatica. I'm hoping I pronounced it. I don't know if it's sciatica or sciatica, whatever. So I'm pretty sure I have been having some sciatica pain, and it happens on my right butt and my right thigh, and it just shoots downwards whenever I'm walking. But I had it for a few days in a row and it was really hard at times. I could barely even walk, to be honest with you, and that's when I was starting to feel really uncomfortable. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, this is the beginning of feeling super uncomfortable. But it went away. I haven't had it the last 3 days. It went away. The only thing I can think of that I have been making an effort to do, I will say I've noticed that it was on my right leg, like I just said, and I was starting to sleep on my right side a lot. So if you don't know, it is best to sleep on your left side. You can sleep on your right, but you get the best circulation when you sleep on your left. So I'm like, is it a coincidence that I've been sleeping a lot on my right side all of a sudden and now I'm having only pain in my right leg? So I started sleeping on my left side to get the best circulation, and I haven't had any sciatica pain in my right leg in the last 3-4 days. So I think it's worked. And it's been going good. I've also been elevating my legs. I've also been taking breaks. So if I'm up for an hour and a half, then I'll sit down for an hour and a half, or like, you know, so yeah, I don't know, it went away. I've been feeling fine again. So So I wrote feet starting to swell a tiny bit, looks veiny with a slightly purple tint sometimes. So I actually haven't had it too much the last few days, but there was one day when I looked down at my feet and they were swollen a teeny bit and they had a little hint of a purple tint to them and they looked really veiny. So that's like the swelling like slowly kind of starting a little bit, I think. Okay, this one is, you know, maybe not so fun to talk about, but let's talk about it. I mean, it's perfect timing because I'm filming the video today and this happened last night. So last night I was naked and I just went like this and I'm like, I felt a wet spot on my arm and I was like, oh my God. I literally said it out loud. I was like, oh my God, what is that? What is that? What is that? Like, that's literally what I said. I was like so scared to like look down. But my arm was wet, so it was only like a little bit, whatever. I felt wetness, and then so I just opened up the light to go look in the bathroom, and your girl was leaking a little bit, okay? So I had looked down, and I just had this tiny drop of like whitish, yellowish, I don't think it's milk. I think it's called colostrum. I don't know like the proper word, honestly. I would have to look it up. I haven't looked it up that much. I just know that it's pretty normal. I looked it up like for a little bit and it said that it's pretty normal, especially for it to start towards your 3rd trimester. So yeah, I did have like a tiniest little drop, but luckily like it is normal because you do get kind of freaked out at first. Like, oh my God, is it too early? Does this mean something bad? But it is pretty normal for it to start happening, especially towards the 3rd trimester, but I read it can even start happening at 16 weeks, even if you're a first-time mom. So yeah, I don't know what that means though. Like sometimes I wonder, is that a good sign? Does that mean I'll have an easy time breastfeeding? Or maybe it just means nothing at all. I don't know. Like let me know if you guys have any experience with that down below, like leaking during your pregnancy. So, but it was only literally the tiniest drop. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my symptoms. Like honestly, I've had an amazing 2nd trimester. I have been feeling just good. Like I've had great energy levels. I have my days. Like I have my days when I'm exhausted and I had a little bit of sciatica pain here and there. But like overall, like 90% of my 2nd trimester has been blissful. Cravings, you guys. Currently, I am obsessed with pizza and ice cream. I cannot get enough. I'm obsessed with Ben & Jerry's right now. I love the s'mores please flavor. I'm obsessed. Pizza has just been like my obsession. Oh, I gotta stop talking about it because I'm gonna want it right now and I can't get it right now because I just had it 3 days ago. So, you know, you gotta keep a balance here. I'm obsessed with cereal. My entire pregnancy, I have been obsessed with cereal. Like, I don't know what it is about cereal and pregnancy. I feel like every pregnant woman loves cereal. It's just, maybe it's because it's nostalgic, I don't know. But for me, it's also like the cold almond milk. So I have it with unsweetened almond milk, and the cold unsweetened almond milk just is so pure and fresh and it just hits the spot. I've also been obsessed with almond milk, just having it in a glass by itself, which I never used to drink almond milk by itself before, but I have been wanting to drink almond milk on its own now. I've also been I've always loved steak and I've always loved beef, but I've always just ate chicken more. But during this pregnancy, I haven't been wanting chicken as much. I have been wanting beef and steak and red meat. And I notice a lot of pregnant women say that. I have a theory that it's because red meat has more iron in it. So naturally your body wants these nutrients. Oh, also I just breezed by it, but I did do my glucose test and I passed with flying colors. So I'm so excited. And I did include that in my vlog if you guys want to see more about that. So my other cravings I wrote here was fruit before bed. I remember there was a period of time when I literally every single night before bed, I would be in bed getting ready to sleep and I'd be like, I want a piece of fruit right now. So I would get up, go get an apple or an orange, and I would be eating it in bed. Like I wanted fruit before bed. And clementines. I've been obsessed with clementines since I was about 10 weeks or 11 weeks pregnant, but it has been insane. Like I have 2 clementines every single day. Like I've been obsessed with them. Also apples. I never used to eat apples because I just really wasn't a fan, but I have been loving Honey Crisp or Gala apples. They're so good, they're so refreshing, and I just cut them and I take the skin off. I don't know why, I just don't want the skin. I want like the crunchy inside. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for my 2nd trimester. Like I said, I've been having an amazing 2nd trimester, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm really curious for how my 3rd trimester is gonna go. Like, I feel like, is my luck gonna run out, or am I gonna have a good 3rd trimester too? Like, you know, fingers crossed things just stay, you know, really comfortable for me. But yeah, I've been feeling good, and hopefully you guys enjoy just kind of hearing about the scan and seeing the photos and little video clips and stuff like that. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to keep up with my channel and keep up with me and my journey and everything. And don't forget to check out Ana Louisa. I'm obsessed with them. I love this mama necklace. Like, I just cannot deal. So yeah, don't forget to check out their sale. I will leave my link down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.